Hello, my name's Ron Higgins. I'm also running for mayor for North Frontenac. Before I introduce what I'm about, I'm taking the opportunity of these candidate meetings to collect for the food banks. I have a hat in the back for donations or food if you brought it. So who's Ron Higgins? Well, I moved here 4 years ago, owned property on Malcolm Lake, and decided to move full-time when I started downsizing my business. My business background is I'm a business management consultant. I assisted many organizations, both in the private and the public sector, to improve how effective and how efficient their operations run. All of my customers left very satisfied, and the processes that we fixed or put in place are sustainable even today. So why am I running for mayor? Well, I decided to run for council 3 years ago. And running for council 3 years ago has been around for council in Ward 2. So I better get to know the community a little bit more. So I started doing a lot of volunteer work in the community. I was a board member and currently chair of the Frontenac Community Futures Development Corporation and also chair of their investment committee. I was on the board of directors for the Federation of Ontario Cottagers Associations. Volunteer work for the township by improving some of the processes they've had in place over the last couple of years, how to improve how you start a business or go through starting up or expanding a business in North Frontenac. And the development task force that I was involved in really opened my eyes about the economic downturn that happened in North Frontenac. So my platform is strictly economic development, very similar to my candidate in opposition here. You'll notice that our campaigns are very similar. We both want to see the economic viability of North Frontenac improve, and to that end we need to get more businesses, more taxpayers, and get some more revenues into North Frontenac. Now, how do you do that? Well, we need to make the process easier for businesses coming into North Frontenac. We've got to make it an investor-friendly community. We need to ensure that development is done the proper way, especially on waterfront property. There's an issue in Ardagh Lake where a lot of the work was done in the wrong order of things. The developer went and did things his own way, came back, tried to get approval. Turns out he didn't go through the M&R and the Mississippi Valley Conservation, and it's been a turmoil. So this is process improvement I'm talking about. If you improve the process and make it easier and follow a set process, then it should be a rubber stamp. Like Claudio said, it's very hard to explain all of this in the short meeting we have. So my focus is economic development. It's going to be focused on development for rural and business. Community halls is another priority for me. I want to make sure that they stay in place. And communications. Communications to the taxpayers back and forth is very key. So I plan on doing quarterly informal mayoral forums where we'll present how we're doing on our performance and getting feedback from the customers I refer to, which is you, the taxpayer. When I was out campaigning today, I found out a couple of things probably were misunderstood at the last meeting we had. I'm not for the 1.9 million township complex, and I'm not for mandatory septic inspections. I heard today that I was told I said I was for that, and I'm not. Thank you.